Hi, welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today is the 1st of May, which means it's time for the monthly Lego room/house tour. I do these videos because I know most of us lead busy lives. And I'd like to take everything that I've done in a month and just kind of put it in a snapshot. And also I do it for those who watch regularly. Sometimes it's hard to see the changes. So once a month I just go around the whole house and point out the things that have changed, as well as some older things. And that way helps everyone stay afloat and up to date on what I'm doing. Well, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And let's start off with what's new. Well, what's new is today I got 3 Bricklink orders in the mail. Excited about these because, well, this one here has some needed rock pieces. And these are needed for the cliff that's going to be at the beach. And like I've mentioned before, even though that's very far down the road before I get to that spot, I don't like paying the shipping. And so if I find the pieces for cheaper or the shipping reduced, or if I'm already shopping at that store, I'll throw in pieces that are down the road just so I don't have to pay the shipping later. And also we got a few 1x1 sand green tiles, some 1x2 dark orange bricks, and that's for the Grand Line Hotel. As you know, 2x2x3 light bluish gray bricks. These are for the garage supports. 2x10 bricks also for garage supports. And this is for the sewer / garage. And I think this was 160 of these. So that's the first order. The second order was 1x2 dark azure tiles. Now I did these because this is bike lanes and I need them. And this guy was the cheapest for having, I can't remember, 100 and something of these, I'm sure. Let's take a look. 114, and yes, he was the cheapest for the quantity of that. So unfortunately he didn't have anything else I needed, so that's all I got from him. And this other one, well, simply some 2x12 light bluish gray plates. This is for the garage, as well as some 1x1 reddish brown headlight bricks. That's the ones with the studs on the side, recessed a little bit in. And some 1x2 light bluish gray masonry bricks. So that's going to wrap it up for the Bricklink orders. Now let's start the Lego room tour. Well, we'll start off here with what I call the YouTube room. I've got a few sets on the floor, some 3-in-1s. And the AT-AT walker. That's for future live feeds. And in the corner I got some vehicles on the floor. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. And then if you watched the video yesterday, you'd see this Lego haul, which, well, I've got quite a few in here. Some of these are going to be video, some of them live feeds. Don't know yet, haven't figured it out. And then we've got the beginning of the loose pieces that do not belong to any particular sets. As well as we've got some built sets. And those 3 airplanes I forgot to include in my passenger airplane review. I was so upset because I knew that I was missing them, couldn't find them, and then later on, here they are. But you'll notice there's the Space Rover Explorer. I've already done a video on that. And then 2 of the blue trains are missing, and 1 of the orange trains is missing because it's on the town now. And as well as we've got some more loose sets here. We've got more sets up here. Some Winter Village stuff up there. And then we've got the haunted house, which I'm currently working on a live stream. I hope just to have 1 more to finish that off. There's the pieces over there. And over here we've got more loose pieces that are personal pieces, but I do use them in my YouTube builds. And there's the crocodile train. I hope to be able to add an engine to that and a battery pack to make that functional. Alright, well, let's head over to the next room. The next room is actually a hallway, but this is where I keep my loose pieces that don't fit in those smaller containers. And I've got a McDonald's mock up there, as well as a official Lego set there. And I've got more over here. I've got the bookstore, Diagon Alley, which is double stacked there to make sure it fits. And as you can see, I've been expanding a little bit of my personal pieces. Got to reorganize these. And I've got the Attack on the Bungalow, Harry Potter Astronomy Tower, got the Friends Central Perk, Sesame Street, and a whole lot more personal pieces. And I missed some behind me, but let's keep going. We've got sets, mostly vehicles. I've got a ton of plates here, which if you watched yesterday's video, those are the new blue ones there. I recounted. I actually don't need as many as I thought. I've only need 20 instead of 60. So I'm happy about that because those are expensive. And they're going out of production, if the rumors are true. Well, we've got more Legos here. We've got tons of sets up here, just haven't had time to get to. I mean to, but I just don't have the time. More sets with no time to get to. Now these are just boxes. I don't keep too many of the boxes here, but this row here is just boxes. And some more sets that I just haven't had time to get to. More loose pieces that just don't fit in the other ones. A couple more sets. And then, well, I'm hurting for room. But here's a whole shelf of built and unbuilt sets. And we've got the Coliseum here. I've done that around Christmas time. Alright, let's keep going. Well, I usually show this from the other direction, so let me show it from this direction. These are all my loose pieces here that don't belong to any particular sets. And that wall continues over here. I've got quite a few. And because my granddaughter's now living with me, I had to vacate the 2 bookshelves upstairs. And that's what a good chunk of this is up here. Actually, all this on this lid is. These are loose pieces underneath I got to organize. And on my bookshelf here, 2 rows of trains, some recently built sets on videos that I've done, as well as some of these are from the bookshelf. My space, and this is not all my space, I found a couple more sets after I did this. So, and I bought the Moonlander, so we'll be doing a video on that or live stream, and another review of space. And a couple of things, Ninjago Gardens, Winnie the Pooh house. And then we've got a ton of vehicles that come from the bookshelves upstairs. I did a review on airplanes, and there they are. Some more on the bottom. And then we've got a couple more cars down here. And cruising right along into this little cubby here. This is supposed to be a storage room if the house was finished. Well, it's a storage room even without it being finished. It's just storing Legos. These 5 shelves are all Lego City. And racers there. So the top the top 2 on this shelves are movies like Indiana Jones, Prince of Persia, Batman, Spider-Man. They're definitely movie themed. And then when you move down to this shelf here and these next 3 shelves, well, actually no, these 2 shelves here are either castles / Vikings, and there's a train station there in the corner, and a couple boats there on the bottom shelf. Not much changed this month there. The city sets, some things disappeared. And then here we've got Star Wars. All the shelves are Star Wars. A couple things did disappear because I took the AT-AT walkers out of here, because I'm going to be building the AT-AT walker on a live stream or video here soon. And so I took my 2 older ones and I built one of them completely. The other one's still being built, and you'll see that in this video. And here's the lion's share of the sets, vehicles that were in the bookshelves upstairs that I brought down here to keep this out of the way of my granddaughter. Otherwise, a little hurricane will come through and I'll have hours and hours on my hands of putting that back together. And these are some sets that I don't think this has changed this month, because I did the 2 Porsches before, the Harry Potter books back there, the Sith and Iron Man, the X-Wings, the Land Speeders. I think those were all there last month. I know everything up here was here last month. Haven't got to any of it. This top shelf is miscellaneous. We've got Atlantis up there. Got a birthday cake. Just got a couple miscellaneous set, and then that city, that city, that city, and then the bottom shelf is the old Western and Aqua Raiders. Those are the ones that came out about 15 years ago, and most of them start with 77. They're 4 digits. All right, let's go to the next area. This here is the biggest room of the house, and it's only because it's not finished. If it was finished, it should certainly be smaller. So up against this plywood are these bins. This is the beginning of my Bricklink store. We'll get to the rest of it. Here is a table I used to create. This is the Grand Line Hotel. It is on hold currently because number 1, cost, and number 2, I've decided to redesign it so that the garage fits around it, and the basement is actually going to be 2 levels below, so that way I don't have any Legos supporting it. It's very heavy. But I'm going to redo that. So for right now it's on hold. Got many great ideas with that. Got a pet shop underneath there. It's almost complete. In fact, I picked it up at a thrift store, and the person never finished it. You see here in the bag, unopened. So I don't know if it's there, the whole thing's there or not. It looks like most of it is. This is my miscellaneous table. It includes the Tylenol for the headaches the Legos cause me. Just kidding. Here's the haunted house, the old version of it. It's about 15 years old. This is going to be compared to the other haunted house that I've been working on. Done a couple live feeds on it already. This is also some more miscellaneous pieces. This is an accordion. It gets smaller, it gets bigger, according to what I got going on. There's some more of those plates that I use for the base of the city, the ground level. Here is the police modular that came out this year, January. The corner garage with its 2 extra levels. And the city. So, at the beginning of last month, this track was here, but nothing over here. And we've built the stairs in the center that goes to both levels of the garage, and we've added a couple trains to it. Not much else has changed. A few vehicles here are new, but no, not much has changed this month. Had a lot going on personally. This here is the Black Friday yellow boxes that were in the corner there. I had 23 of them left over from Black Friday, and I've gotten around to sorting some of it. It'll be listed in my store soon. This is where I keep the most commonly used pieces in my city. Makes it easier. I'm doing videos. I don't have to run over to the other room and grab them. But this is kind of an accordion too, because this table changes as my needs change. And here's more of my Bricklink store, the back side of it. So here's some shipping boxes. And here's some of the bigger pieces that fit in those smaller bins. This used to be my sorting table. Now it kind of holds just shipping supplies. That right there I got at a thrift store, and that is the old Batman Batcave, and the majority of it's there, and it's unopened. So I don't know who throws away this stuff, but thank you for doing that. Here is the Lego Disney Castle, a counting scale which I use sometimes on some of my larger orders, but not very often, because those things are not as accurate as you think they would be. And here's some more pieces from my Bricklink store that just don't fit in the smaller bins. And here's some more here, head to toe here. And on the top is the blacksmith shop, which I did a video on that in early February. And as we move along here, we've got an official Lego set here. Some mythology, Sisyphus, the guy who is tortured with rolling the boulder up the hill the rest of his life. It does work. It's motorized. The Disney train station. And we've got more sets that just don't fit. Or pieces, I should say. A bowling alley. And let's go to the next room. Up here is a kitchen table. I am currently building the first AT-AT walker that ever was released by Legos. And here's the rest of the pieces to it. You can see my granddaughter got the minifigures here. And the strainer with Legos is here because we found out that chocolate milk and building Legos don't mix. So I had to wash them, and the strainer helps air it out easier. And in this room, on the fireplace, we have the Toy Store Townhouse, the rest of the Disney train, Ninjago Bank, a painting by my nephew, a race car, Scooby-Doo van, and the Saturn rockets. And there you go. I empty those bookshelves, and I've got another built AT-AT walker, and yes, my granddaughter has her own Duplos. And in this room, we've got blockheads that have not been assembled, and not a blockhead, but a good set. And the last thing on the tour is the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. Now, that got broken up in the move from Virginia to Utah over a year and a half ago. I've been meaning to get to it, but I don't even think I'm going to have time in the coming month to repair the Falcon. But if you've seen the movie, that's in keeping with the Falcon because it always needs to be repaired anyway. Just not usually as bad. Most of the pieces are in this box here. I just got to find time to put it together. Well, that wraps up this month's tour of the Lego house. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it enough to hit the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, or if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. Also, turn on all notifications. That way you'll know whenever I put out a new video or a live stream coming up, which is currently almost every day. And also leave me a comment below. I'm very interactive. I reply to most comments. And also, stick around, because this coming month's going to be fun. I have got more than enough projects for the next coming month. I've got all these sets I've shown you. Got to finish the haunted house. A ton of pieces have come in for the city. So I've got a lot to do this month. And I'm going to document all of it through live feeds or through videos. So stick around and see what's coming up next with your own eyes. And also, if you want to support the channel, there's a couple different ways. You can head to PayPal. There's a link in the description to make a donation. Also, you can head over to Amazon. There's not always a link in my videos, but there often is, and it leads you to the product that's currently being built. That way, if you want to buy it and support the channel at the same time, you can do that. And also, there's a link for my store on Bricklink. It's called the Chip Off the Old Block, and we have 774,000 pieces as of this taping. We've got quite a few more we're sorting through, so that number will go up, and then it'll go down because, well, people buy. So our two famous things with my store is, number one, we ship fast, within 24 hours in most cases. And you got to give me time for holidays and weekends, you know. But business days, 24 hours. And the other thing is customer service. If we don't make very many mistakes, but when we do, we own up to it and we just take care of it. Because you know what? We're human. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next video.